We begin this hour with what has been a violent holiday weekend all across the United States. Gun violence rattling communities from Washington state to Georgia. In Illinois, authorities are trying to figure out who opened fire at a Juneteenth celebration in the Chicago suburb of Willowbrook. That was overnight. One person died and at least 22 others were injured. Investigators say several of those who were hurt were trying to flee the chaos. CNN's Camila Bernal has been following this story. Camila, what more are you learning about the investigation?
Well, Alex, while authorities don't have a motive at the moment, we are learning that there could be multiple shooters in this case. Authorities saying that an unknown number of suspects fired multiple rounds from multiple weapons. This is just part of the new information that we got. They're also saying and giving us essentially a better timeline of what happened. They say that the Juneteenth celebration started at around 6 p.m. and they say that law enforcement officers were present at the time and throughout the event, but it was at around 12:25 p.m. when they received a phone call, a 911 call that was reporting an alleged fight taking place nearby. So some of these officers responded to this fight, and as they're trying to figure that out, they hear the gunshots, and so they immediately go back to the Juneteenth celebration. And of course, it is chaotic. Witnesses describing just trying to get out of the area, trying to get themselves into safety. I want you to listen to some of these witnesses and what they had to say.
We were all just out, and next thing you know, shots just got going off, and everybody ran, and yeah, it was chaos.
I've never been in anything like this, honestly. Honestly, I have a headache from the whole commotion. All I could do is check on my friends and want to see if everything was okay.
And Alex, you mentioned 1 dead, 22 injured, but authorities also saying that people also got hurt as they were trying to flee the scene. Right now, what authorities are doing is that they're watching surveillance video, cell phone video from witnesses and victims who were at the celebration. They say they're still trying to interview all the victims and the witnesses in this case, trying to piece together exactly what happened here. But of course, it's going to take a while for them to figure out exactly what happened and what the motive was here. Alex?
And those people just trying to have a good time on what is supposed to be a happy weekend. Camila Bernal, thank you very much for that report.
Thank you. And
now to Missouri, where police say 10 teenagers were shot in downtown St. Louis overnight, ranging in age from 15 to 19. A 17-year-old died from his injuries. Another teen is critically injured after being trampled while running from the scene. Police say they recovered several weapons, including an AR-15 style rifle. Right now, they have a 17-year-old suspect in custody. And then to Central Washington, where 2 people are dead and several others injured after a mass shooting at a campground near an amphitheater last night. The Grant County Sheriff's Office saying that the suspect shot randomly into the crowd and then walked away from the scene before they took him into custody. Authorities have not given any details on the suspect, on the victims, or a motive. The amphitheater was hosting a 2-day music festival at the time. Organizers now say that today's performances have been canceled. And then in Georgia, officials are investigating a shooting that happened outside a nightclub near Atlanta. That was overnight. Our affiliate WSB reports 5 people were shot, but their conditions have not been released. Authorities are not saying what led up to the shooting or if any arrests have been made. These incidents all across the country, adding to the more than 300 mass shootings in the United States just this year. That means almost 2 per day on average.